A huge debate over censorship. Who gets to be the arbiter of truth? New York Governor Kathy Hochul announcing that our state will develop a media literacy toolkit to help school children identify quote-unquote misinformation posted online. It's in response to a rise in hate speech against Jewish and Muslim communities on social media.
Just look at what happened this week. A prominent message shared on TikTok was one from none other than the mastermind of the 9/11 massacre of thousands of New Yorkers, Osama bin Laden. It was shocking to see young people extolling the virtues of a terrorist kingpin. This will teach students and even teachers to help understand how to spot conspiracy theories and misinformation, disinformation, and online hate.
Governor Hochul's team promises the toolkit will be ideologically neutral. And California Governor Gavin Newsom is coming under fire for falsely claiming a city in Tennessee is banned being gay in public. The town had a law in place that dated back to 1949 against indecent exposure in public. The original law mentioned homosexuality specifically, but was updated just this October and no longer mentions the word. Despite the update taking place nearly a month ago, Governor Newsom tweeted this just days ago, quote, "A city in Tennessee is banned being gay in public. This is just the beginning. We have to call this out." So 2 points there, Greg. The first point, the bin Laden thing clearly is disinformation. I think we can all agree. It gets grayer as people begin to think about their own feelings in politics. And I want you to comment on the Governor Newsom thing too, because I have a follow-up about that.
Whether or not he knew the truth, you got to be really stupid to think that was real. Like, yeah, the state just banned being gay in public. How dumb are you? That dumb. And he's going to be the next Democratic presidential candidate. I think that the bin Laden letter is not the best example for this. What you're seeing here is how you're evolving hate speech into disinformation, which means you're broadening the target for persecution, right? This was predicted. Once you start with hate speech, one side will corrupt it, and they get to define what hate speech is, that it becomes something that disagrees with them. So if the left says X and you disprove X, they will then say, you can't say X, so we'll take you off the map. That is why when Elon Musk bought Twitter and turned it into X, it scared the crap out of him, because now he took that strategy of marginalizing other people's opinions as disinformation off the table. But now disinformation can include anything from stuff on COVID vaccines, Hunter's laptop, and even atrocities in Gaza. So it's like the supporters for disinformation are too stupid to notice that the pendulum will swing back. Who's ever in control can call the shots. So it's just best not to do this, especially since you saw the disinformation department turned out they were the biggest offenders. They always are.
Judge, I agree with Greg, the part about the gray part, but where I can't get my arms around is we can all agree that the bin Laden thing was wrong. How should schools deal with it? I give the governor some credit for thinking about this. You don't give her credit for thinking about it?
I don't agree that young kids reading the bin Laden.
I asked the judge. I'm going to come to you in 1 second. I called the judge.
Well, you speak for me. I got to speak up.
I said judge. I said judge. I didn't say Joey. Judge.
I thought I was in we all. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
All right, look, this is what I think. I think that I give Hochul credit for recognizing that the bin Laden thing that went haywire on TikTok and all the young people started buying into it is something that it clearly needs to be condemned. But when Nina Jankowicz and that whole crew and what's his name from Homeland Security decided they wanted to create a disinformation board, that's when you know it's the worst. And when they say, Hochul says, I want the teachers to be in charge of this. I want teachers between K and 12 to be able to spot information and tell our children what the truth is and not. Our kids are already being indoctrinated. The last thing we want is for teachers to be in charge of this. And the curious thing is that it was Randy Weingarten last week who said, gee, I don't understand why so many kids are being homeschooled. Well, they're being homeschooled because you're indoctrinating them. You're not teaching them education. So now instead of reading, writing, arithmetic, they are going to be able to use their own liberal bias or whatever bias. We don't need to teach this. We need to be able to teach certain truths, and then they can take it from there.
I said we all, meaning I hope you can condemn the 9/11 thing. That's all I was saying. You go right ahead, though.
No, I take issue with the bin Laden letter, the way people reacted to it. I mean, Everyone at this table, in some form or another, has sacrificed because of the acts of bin Laden in some way, either through family, financially, just your peace of mind going to an airport. What happened on 9/11 is a big deal. I sacrificed physically, but also with time, so I don't put that on a scale as being more or less. Everyone in this country should read that letter from bin Laden, because we should have faith in our countrymen to discern the difference between some false flag bullcrap argument on why it's okay to kill innocent people. We shouldn't be so afraid that our children and young people are so stupid and uninformed, and that teachers are so bad, terrible at their job, that they can read propaganda and be completely immersed and influenced by it. And if that's the state of our country, then we need to go back and look at those teachers and ask people, why are you this stupid? Why are you this ignorant to what bad people do? It should be a discussion. The idea that we're taking this down off platforms, it took me a 30-minute Google search with good sources to find the letter and read it again, because they're scared to death that we're that ignorant and that stupid and that easily impressionable that a letter from a terrorist mastermind could influence a whole generation. That's on us. That's our malpractice in raising kids and teaching people in school. Everyone should read that letter and be able to discern the difference between bull crap and what actually happened. And I just hate that that's the response, and now Hochul's carrying it forward. You know, it's the same people that tear down statues because God forbid you find out that Robert E. Lee was as complicit in slavery as Thomas Jefferson, but both of them had ideas worth reading about and understanding. You should understand why someone's so torn between their federal government and their state government that they would side on the wrong side of war for it, and that it might even be beyond just the point of slavery for us to get into that war. And there are so many things about this country that we should be so appreciative and thankful this day as many as any other for the fact we have a country, and they would just wash it all away and decolonize.
Joey, yes.
Doesn't it just make you mad, Greg?
No, you actually convinced me. You completely convinced me, because you're right. We were doing that story, it was more embarrassing than it was angry. It wasn't like I was mad that the letter was out. I was more embarrassed by the response to it.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to see it.
The only thing I was going to say is that Newsom was wrong, but he doesn't care. And he uses it to try to say, okay, we need to have some sort of online fight against misinformation. But that's like asking Hamas to ask for medical misinformation to be corrected in Gaza. I mean, it's preposterous. It doesn't necessarily. And also, pay attention to California. Like, Tennessee's got it. Take care of California. Got issues
so
of your
true.
own. We'll see that next Thursday night with Hannity in the big debate.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up, Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg attempting to pass the blame on Thanksgiving travel chaos.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.